In this movie, we'll return to the basic table family that we created earlier in the course. Family is parametric with flexible dimensions, but little else. Parameters are not limited to just dimensions. In this chapter, we're going to look at some of the other kinds of parameters that are available. We're going to learn how to add family types and a variety of other ways to make our families more robust. We're going to start pretty simple in this movie by just talking about identity data. If we go to the Home tab and locate our Family Types button, we've previously been in here to flex our family with our dimensional parameters, and you can see those listed here. Beneath that, you're going to see an identity data grouping. Now, this grouping is part of the default template. And if I come over here to the right-hand side, there's these little triangles here, and I can click on that, and that will expand the group. And you're going to see things like model and manufacturer and URL. These fields are built into the family from the family template, and all the model families have these. So we can simply come in here and start inputting data, like perhaps the model number for this is TBL123, and the manufacturer might be Office Systems, and perhaps it has a website that we want to put in here. I wouldn't recommend trying to go to this website because I'm making it up. And perhaps that's the cost. So we fill in this information. But there may be other information that you're interested in knowing about this family or attaching to this family that you also want to add here. So right in the Family Types dialog, we can actually add additional parameters. Now, previously when we added parameters, we did it from the dimensions directly on screen. But when I click Add over here in the Family Types box, I get pretty much the same window that we saw before with the slight variation. Previously, the type of parameter was filled in for us and it was grayed out. That's because we started with a dimension on screen. When you do it this way, you get to choose the kind of parameter that you want to create from this available list here. Now, I'm going to start with something really simple, just a text parameter, and put it under the identity data so that it falls in with all of the other items that I've added here. And perhaps I want to just have a little text field here that's going to alert my team as to whether or not I've finished with this family yet. I could put in something like progress. What I'm intending somebody to put in here is, is it in progress? Is it finished? Is it complete? This is like a text field that I'm going to use to alert my team as to what stage this family is at. I'm going to assign that at the type level because if one instance of the family is in progress, then they all are. So it wouldn't make sense to have this go instance by instance. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. And over here, I'll type in progress because we're clearly not finished with this guy yet. And we'll click OK. And we've now added that bit of data to this family. When you create your first families, it's easy to focus on only the geometry and kind of forget about the data. But remember, the data is the I in BIM, and it is often as important, if not even more important, than the graphics. Identity data is already a part of every Revit family template, and we can add additional data as required. So make sure to consider this kind of non-graphical data that you will frequently wish to track in your projects, and be sure to include those in your families.